What is up, YouTube? It's Waffle34. How you doing today? Listen, I've been getting a bunch of questions regarding my rig and my tones and how I stream Rocksmith with a real amp and pedal board. So I just want to make this quick video explaining the process, showing you guys the actual rig and the back end that you don't see much, and showing you guys how I do it. So if you enjoy what you see here, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button down below. And if you want to see all these tones live, make sure to check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Waffle34. And let's get on into it. So, this is the actual rig. This is everything that I use to craft my tones and provide you guys the best metal I can. We'll break this down piece by piece, and I can show you guys how I do everything and how it's all used. So, starting off, we have the pedal board. This is usually right in front of me when I stream, but for the purpose of the video, I have it right in front of the amp. This has been many years of collecting, but it is all culminated into this amazing pedal board that I have in front of you. There's a whole bunch of pedals that do a whole bunch of things, but the one main thing to take away from this is the piece right here. This is the Joyo PXL Pro controller. Now, the way that this pedal board works is that all of those pedals run to that one strip. Then, I can assign profiles to each of these four letters here that'll go to different tones. For example, I'm always on 1 for my streams usually, and 1D here. This is typically the amps distortion, the overdrive, the noise gate, and the reverb. If I go to C on this channel, that is the same thing but with delay. And then B and A are the same thing but clean tones, so no overdrive, no amp distortion, none of that. On this strip, there are 8 programmable channels, so you can, or 8 channels here, so you can go, 1, just like that. You could cycle between different settings. Overall, incredibly useful. Allows me to use all of these pedals when I need to, and makes it really easy. Outside of the main loop for this, I do have my wah. That's just able to turn on whenever. I also have my boost pedal, in case I need to get something a little louder when I need to. And of course, a nice tuner. Next up are the amps I use. Mainly I'll use the Panama Fuego X, which is my bad boy right here. Had this thing for many years and it served me well. But I will be using the Katana above it for the 8-string tones. That'll be sort of the 8-string behemoth, if you would. Solid amps, and I use the 4-cable method, so there's 1 cable going to the input, which has some of the pedals. Then there's 2 more cables going to the back end, to the FX send and return, so you get that clean sort of modulation sound that doesn't mess with the front of the amp. And that is for both amps, and I could change them. I could change amps pretty quickly, basically by switching a couple cables. So far, the signal chain is pedal board into amp, but it's time for the most important part, the thing that brings the amps to the computer completely silently. This right here is probably the most critical part of my stream that allows me to do everything. These 2 devices I could not stream without. The first one, the one every Rocksmith streamer has at this point, is the Digitech Drop. This pedal lets me change my tuning on the fly, and it makes going from E standard to C sharp to, drop Q just so easy. All at the push of a button and the rotation of a knob. This is critical. I need this piece here. Underneath it, though, this is the real secret weapon for my stream. This is the 2 notes torpedo captor. Now, what this is, it's a load box, an attenuator, a speaker sim, and a DI all in one box. Using this, I could route my amplifier right to the back here. Use this to silently bring it into my interface. So I could record with this, dead silent. I could stream with this, dead silent. There will be no noise in this room except for me talking and the string noise. All because of this one box. So this thing is a godsend. Without this, I couldn't stream. It's perfect. It's a little costly, but well worth it. I've recorded my amps using this. It's perfect. 1 XLR. Right to the interface. That's how it works. It's one of the greatest pieces of tech I have. So, for a quick TLDR, here is a image of my signal path. Again, it looked a little complex, but once you get in there and set it up and do it all, it's not that bad. Again, a lot of this is excess. You don't need 2 amps. You don't need a full, 12 pedal board. Whatever works for you, works for you. The only critical components, again, are a load box, DI, like my 2-nose torpedo captor, the Digitech drop pedal. If you're using multiple pedals, it is nice to have the PXL Pro, just so you can go from clean to distorted without having to tap dance all over the place. So those are the only ones that would be, if you're using a rig like mine, or you want to use a rig like mine, those are the important ones on top of everything else. But yeah, everyone, if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments. Again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. And I'll see you live, too, on streaming. If you're not at the stream, look at the great content you're missing out on. What's up, kids? It's me, Johnny, your brother's friend from down the street. Listen, I'm here to tell you today that drugs, not cool, dude. You can't ollie while high as balls. So don't do drugs, right? Anyway, everyone, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.